See, I'll try anything. Like, sure, let's try this. It could be fun, right? It's, it's, it just feels icky. I don't know why, but that's how it feels. So, I think I'm gonna go with my original plan, which is to just travel the world with my best friends, and that will be my life. I will continue to just focus on writing my books and sewing my projects and living my life, because the alternative is just so weird. It just is. Let me know though if you have had any luck on these dating apps. One of the only reasons I also thought it would be cool is because I met a lady on the beach. She said she met her now normal husband on a dating app, but that was also 14 years ago. So, I'm sorry. It's just not for everyone. I'll say that. Okay. I love you guys. Peace.
She's going to sink, Captain.
But she can't sink. She's unsinkable.
She can't float.
Oh, you said it, sister. Dating apps are for everyone, especially multi-decades post-war queens like yourself that find dating apps kind of weird and icky. Not like any men are going to find you weird and icky, but as you said, you have the awesome plan that you're going to travel the world with your best friends and write books. Yeah, sure that's going to happen. Listen, Queen, let me just be blunt with you. The reason you're having a bad experience with dating apps isn't the actual apps. It's just the norm of the modern day dating market. You queens created this modern day dating market. These dating apps are tailored for women, not for men. So when you find that you don't like these apps, you might want to look in the mirror to find where the issue's coming from. Okay, let me paint this a different way. Dating apps are so useful to women that the chances of a woman getting on a dating app and that very night finding a guy to smash is well over 90%. The problem is that you want to find the love of your life, or should I say less than half life, on those dating apps. And unfortunately, even though they're tailored towards women, they're not really designed to find the love of your life. Or should I correct myself and say they're not designed for you to get that guy that you believe that you deserve. I mean, sister, just face it, you're a 49er at best, and this gorilla has been accused multiple times by my viewers to be overly generous with my numbers. And your competition is 15 to 20 years younger than you are. If you do some expectation management, these dating apps will pay off for you. And if they don't work out for you, there's another app for you that's going to be very useful in the future. Yeah, it's called the PetSmart app. And if you pair that app with the Instacart apps, where you can get the latest and greatest deals on box wine from your local Total Wine store, you got your future at your fingertips. Before we move on, I want to bring attention that 70% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels, and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
Would you like to know the differences between dating in your 20s versus dating and being engaged in your 50s? I would love to tell you. In your 20s, you're talking about your registry and what you want to build your home with, right? Well, in your 50s, you have a conversation. I mean, like yesterday, had a conversation about we probably need to get long-term care policies just in case something happens down the road. In your 20s, when you're talking about getting married, you're talking about how you want to decorate and what you want to do and where you see yourself in the future. In your 50s, you have a conversation yesterday about probably need to up life insurance and stuff to make sure we have everything covered and change beneficiaries and when we need to do all of that. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult. The times have changed. In your 20s, you're talking about what kind of venue you want to get married at and who all you want to be in your wedding and all this amazing, amazing experience, right? Well, in your 50s, you're like, oh, I don't want to spend money on that. I don't want to spend money on that. well, we could probably do it this way and save money. And then you're looking at what the cost is going to be for everything later on.
Show of hands for everybody who knew. Bingo.
And there are women out there that say that men just make things up about them when they want to date in their 50s. I'm sorry, Queens, but I've said it a bunch of times. Women in their 50s on up dating are not looking for love. They're looking for a retirement plan. I mean, look at this video. At least she's being honest about it. Every point that she's made, it's about, oh yeah, getting some Medicaid, saving up money, getting ready for retirement. I mean, ladies, let me just say, this is what men mean when they say that if they're gonna marry a woman, they're gonna marry a woman who's younger, because if they marry a woman who's 50 plus, all they're doing is setting up their own assets to be used for someone else's retirement plan. Of course you ladies can claim that's just a stereotype, but there's some truth in some stereotypes now, isn't there? You ladies are experts at trying to shame men to marry you late in life. Oh, they're intimidated by you. Oh, they're insecure. Oh, they just don't know any better. Oh, they just think they can date a young woman, they could stay younger longer. Yada, yada, yada. I believe that you ladies use all those phrases as a massive dose of copium instead of actually being blunt like this lady is being and say, hey, you know what? It's true. We kind of screwed up and we're looking for a retirement plan in our 50s and we're hoping that you're going to be it. If you're up and honest with a guy, he may just be up and honest with you. He's like, sure. He'll probably come out and say, we can get married. I'll take care of you, but every now and then I'm going to sneak out and be with a younger woman. I just want you to take care of me. I'll take care of you, but I'm not going to be held down by it. And I've said it before. You women always say that you want honesty, but you really can't handle it. What you actually want is filtered honesty.
Like, real life stuff. Not that I have anything against big weddings, by no means. In your 20s, you're looking at way down the line about how you're going to build a future, right? Well, in your 50s, you're like, we've got to make sure we have everything in place when one of us Sorry, I can't stop blaming on that. You know what's funny though? Like on a good note though, like you just get the real stuff out of the way, and that way you can enjoy every single day with each other. But I mean, right? Like you start counting down how many good years you think you're gonna have with each other before one of you get dementia or have to go into a nursing home or something. I've lost my ever-loving mind. But it's a good season, I swear. It's just funny to think of those things.
Hey ladies, she said it, not me. When you're in your 20s and you get married, or engaged I should say, you're thinking about your future, about that family you're gonna build. When you're in your 50s, she's already thinking about, all right, deletion point coming up. Gotta get ready for that. In other words, she's thinking about what she's gonna do with his assets once he passes away. Because men prepare for this long before women do. Or that's unfair of me to say. Let me just say this. Men financially prepare for this long before women do. Women emotionally prepare for this by knowing the exact type of cats they're going to want and making sure if they're going to stock up on cheap box Pinot Grigio or a Cabernet or maybe even just some sangria. That's kind of the key difference there. Not just that, on top of that, she's actually laughing about, oh, you know, you just gonna count down how many good years you have left together until one of you gets dementia, have to go to a nursing home? Come on, Queen. Men, especially divorced men in their 50s, already know that's not what's gonna happen. See, what's gonna happen is if he starts to suffer first, dementia, or his health starts to go, you're gonna leave him. You're not gonna take care of him. Very few women in modern times do. Men already know that they're the disposable ones. So this gorilla can't say that he does feel sorry for the blue-pilled simps that are in their 50s that decide that they need to get married again and go through the joy of family courts. But my sympathy has limits. Moving on.
Hi. So I have another bad date over 50. I should say over 55 because I'm over 55. So I was talking to this guy. We decided we were going to meet, and I was literally dressed in the car on my way to the meeting place when he texts and says, I'm not going to make it. So again, I'm dressed, I'm in the car, I'm on my way out. So I texted somebody else that I had been talking to. Yes, girls do it too because you guys fall off so fast. So I texted another guy and said, hey, my plans changed. You want to meet me? You know, what's going on tonight? So he says, oh, I'm out playing pool with some friends. And here's the address where I'm at if you want to come on down. So I did. Look, I had my glasses on for a little bit. And so I get down there to where he says he's at. I get there and we're sitting at the bar and we're just chit-chatting and whatnot. And I think we both knew that it really wasn't going to go anywhere. So, but my mentality at this point is, you know, I'm already here. You know, we could have a good conversation. You know, he could be interesting, even if it wasn't going to turn into anything. So that's my mentality at that point, that you never know. You know, maybe he knows somebody, whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, ho, ho, Queen. Hold your roll there, Grandma. Did you just say maybe he knows somebody, whatever? Okay, let me get this straight. You had plans with another guy. The other guy decided, hey, you know what? You're not worth it. I'm not going to go out with you. So he cancels out with you last minute. So last minute, you contact this other guy who's playing pool, probably hanging out with his boys, saying, hey, you know, whatever, I'm having a good time already. And you say, oh, you know, I have a change of plans. I can see you now. He already knows, oh, so I'm the alternate. I'm not the primary guy. You know, I'm the guy that it's a maybe for you. Well, sure, I'm going to give you my address where I'm at. You want to come down here to the pool hall, hang out? Fine, whatever. You get there, and because he doesn't make you the star of the show, the primary reason for you to be there, you're like, oh, whatever, I can't believe this guy's attitude. Sorry there, Granny. The one with the wrong attitude here is you. You got to understand, if another guy, who was your primary guy, the guy that you preferred, cut you off, and you went with the alternate, and the alternate is like, yeah, whatevs. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. The issue isn't him. The issue is you. I mean, you're acting like if you were the prize here, and he's got to thank his lucky stars that the other guy canceled on you, so you can graciously go out and be with this guy. Oh, can it? I mean, you might as well just should have called up your daughter and said, hey, I want to make a play date with my grandkids. Because that probably would have worked out a lot better than you going to a pool hall where the guy is already hanging out with his friends, and he's just thinking, if you want to hang out here, you can go ahead. Maybe we'll have a smash session later, but I highly doubt it. I'm just here to have a good time, and for me, you're nothing but extra. So I'm sorry there, Granny. No one's gonna feel sorry for you on your date choices. I mean, at 55, you should be dating. You should be babysitting your grandkids and being thankful. Oh, I got some beautiful grandbabies out of this one.
Anyhow, we both knew it wasn't really going to go anywhere. And he says, you know, excuse me, I'm going to go to the restroom. Sorry, my lipstick. So he leaves, goes to the restroom. And I'm sitting at the bar, and his friend from the pool table comes over, and he starts talking to me, and he says, we're just going to say John, the date. He says, John told me, you know, really probably isn't going to go anywhere, but he's out back and wants to know if maybe you could go give him a little before you go. And I'm like, what? What? And he just looks at me and he goes, I was absolutely stunned, just stunned. Like my face was probably blank. I just sat there like, did you really just say that? And he could probably tell by the look on my face, and he goes, oh, that's probably not going to happen, is it? And I just kind of, no, that's not going to happen. And I get my purse and I walk out. I mean, the boldness of that was just craziness, absolute craziness. And I was just absolutely stunned. Wanted me to go out back and give him a little before I left. Oh, let's see what I remember tomorrow.
All right, listen up, Granny. You're acting all surprised and shocked and shaken when the guy's friend comes out and is really direct with you. And he just says it. Hey, you know what? The only thing you're going to get out this is a little in the back. What did you expect? I mean, you're talking like you expected to go into this bar in your second choice and be treated like a total freaking princess and have the most ultimate date. That's not going to happen, especially at your age. Do you understand that you are treating the case as if the guy was the alternate? In reality,
multiple women. It's in their natural nature to desire multiple women. Okay, if you're desiring other women, why don't we talk about it and try to make it a understanding situation amongst all of us?
Yeah, I'm building my roster right now, and they always skip over my birthday. Yeah.
So hold on, let me just.
They're not gonna get drafted like that.
So you single?
I'm single.
Are you celibate?
No.
She was
So
celibate for
you
2
was
years.
fucking and didn't get a Christmas or a birthday gift?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it happened. It happened.
Not like that.
It happened.
No,
share your
not
truth.
from a man I expected to get anything. He's
But
not
fuck
like,
expectations. Why would you fuck a nigga who ain't get you a gift for your birthday or Christmas?
because sometimes you just need to get your pipes clean. You have a pipe cleaner.
Oh my
You
God.
always gotta have one pipe cleaner in the rotation.
And he don't need to do nothing for you. It's just when you
That's
want
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
The
You
toy.
say that- yeah.
Oh, you very simple. I like
That's
a
it.
simple
I'm a
woman.
minimalist.
Yeah,
But she ain't gonna get you shit either.
Absolutely not.
that's fine. I'm not
Absolutely.
expecting
I am
nothing.
the gift. Yeah, I'm building my roster right now, and they always skip over.
I don't care who this upsets. Somebody has to say it. The day you were born is your birthday. The year you were born, stay with me, is your birth year. Now get this. That would make the month you were born your birth month. So to the people walking around saying it is your birthday month, stop. That's like
every man at home. If you are dealing with any woman and you are whining and dining her, and
you fucking with niggas that's thinking they cuter than you?
How does the mirror know what she's doing behind the towel? Watch this.
You see me? How does the mirror know? How does it know?
There's no way, mirrors are portals.
I'm blocked. How does the mirror know?
I swear.
Makeup humping only work when the girl still like you a lot. Cause once she stop liking you, that makeup hump ain't gonna even happen. Like she don't know.
I'm a big man, so when I come down the court, I instantly set screens at the top of the key. How do you like to play?
I don't really like to set screens. You know what I mean? I like to...
Get on out of here. And what about you, sir? Do you like screens?
Yeah, I like screens. I'm a scorer, so I take all the help I can get.
That's a good answer. And what about you? Do you like screens?
I'll take it when I can use it. I'll take it when I can use it. So I can use it to go ahead and attack, and I can use it to go ahead and create something for somebody else. Like I said.
How the fucking with them lane?
Amaria.
You can't base Christianity on the Bible either.
How do you base Christianity?
On their knowing God.
Who knowing God?
The person who said they're a Christian.
But you said we can't base it off of the people.
Everybody that say that they have been born of God have not been born of God. They just say it. You can easily
But you said we can't base the religion off the people, though.
You can't at all.
So how do we base Christianity?
You would know it when you see it.
Know when you see it.
But let me ask you this. Do you realize
how do we know
that Christian, you would know it by the light in them?
The light in them. So by the works. By the
not
works.
by the works, but by the light that's in them.
How do you know a light?
You would be able to see it and you would know it. Now,
so you just see a light, like or you just see the energy?
You would see the light.
See the light?
Yes.
Like this light
in the person.
A woman who is broke and never been to college, but is fine as hell, can cook, has good nurturing skills, good in bed, will always get the better man than the woman who makes hella bread, is hella accomplished, but she is totally out of touch with her womanly side and role. It's women right now making tons of money, A+ credit, business rolling, while you're gone at work all day. Your man is cheating with a woman who's unemployed and makes him feel like a man. When a woman says, oh, they don't want me independent because I don't gotta take his ish. Basically, what she's saying is that if I have my own everything, I can talk to you any kind of way. It means I can have other men. I got my own money, got my own car. That right there should disqualify a woman from being the wifey, the face car. We as women should all be functioning as adults. Money, credit, transportation, housing, that's called being a grown adult. A woman who is
in this